back, and today I am doing day 8, and I have these two pictures. This is a picture of my daughter. Her and my husband went, and they always play the claw, and they've had a dry spell, but recently they've been able to win a lot. So she won this little penguin, or this big penguin actually, and our little elf Izzy had a snowball fight with all her friends while Shelby was asleep. So I want to document that for day 8. I am going to be using this card here, and I kind of have my layout already figured out just to keep this video kind of short and simple. But so that's kind of what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this card. This came from the Snow and Cocoa paper line, and I got these doilies recently, and I really think they're pretty. So I'm going to be using that on this page, and I'm going to obviously trim it out. Excuse me. And then this little bear is so cute, and I thought it would go well with the animal theme that we have going on, all the stuffed animals and such. So this little guy is going to go about right there and hang out. And this is a tag, and what I ended up doing is this came off of one of these tags. So what I decided to do, because I needed date 8, and I was trying to use a different font or different letter than what I've used before, or number, I'm sorry. So what I did was I ended up cutting out the number 8 from one of these tags, and the leftover part of the tag I trimmed off, and I'm going to be using it to kind of back behind the bear. And then I'll use this twine, this black and white twine for the hole. And this is what the 8 looks like. It came out okay. I know it's kind of hard to get inside. I could not find my X-Acto knife, so it's a little rough around the edges, but it ends up working. I just use my scissors. And this 8 is going to kind of tuck right about there. So I'm just going to have to play with this a little bit for the placement, but I think it's going to go right there. And it seems to be tucked in real nicely right next to the bear's head. And for journaling today, I decided to type on my old typewriter, and I cut the journaling into strips. And I'm going to put the strips here on this top one. And then I have some journaling to go down here as well. So I think that's kind of how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to get started on this and start laying everything down. So I'm going to do the journaling strips first. And I'm just going to use my dot runner adhesive because it is kind of thin. And the dot runner adhesive is nice because anywhere where it's thin, the dots won't stick. So let me grab a piece of scrap paper here real quick. And I can use that to put these down. So here. So, and I think I'm going to use my tweezers too. I think it's going to really help the placement of this. All right, so I'm going to glue these down. And while I'm gluing these down, I just thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit. Wanted to find out how your Christmas is going so far. Hopefully December is going well. I'm pretty excited. I actually have all the days off until Christmas and a little bit after Christmas off. So I'm going to hopefully be able to catch up on my December daily during these next couple of days. So hopefully you'll be seeing a rash of videos from me so you can see kind of what I'm doing. But now that I don't have work for a little bit, I definitely have a lot more time. Work has been really super crazy. At the end of the year, everybody's trying to get things done, and of course everything's due at the end of the year, and you know, we're running late on things and everything else at work. So it's been a bit of a stressful situation at work, but I got through it. I made it through, and I don't go back now until the Wednesday after Christmas weekend. So that's really, really nice. So hopefully you guys have some time off too, and you've been able to celebrate with your friends and family and not be too stressed out on the holidays. The nice thing is it's not really holiday stress that's been stressful. It's just general life and work stress. It's nice that it's not, you know, the holidays. Sometimes the holidays can get kind of stressful too, but I'm glad that's not necessarily the case this year. So I don't know if you guys have all your Christmas shopping done. I'm actually filming this on Wednesday before Christmas. I'm not sure when this video is actually going to go up, but I have all of my Christmas shopping pretty much done. I think I'm going to go to a couple shops, or one shop maybe today, to look for one more item or 2 more items for my mom. But other than that, I am done, thank goodness. And I've been done for quite some time. I did most of my shopping online, so that's where I went for most of my stuff. So I have that all completed, and it's nice because I'm not a big, I like go shopping, but I don't necessarily like to go shopping during the holidays because it's just so many people, and I'm not really a big fan of big crowds and stuff at the shopping centers. And so sometimes it's just easier. I can just sit down online and just look at everything. Plus my parents like to put things on Amazon wish list, which makes it so much easier to go shopping. And then the kids are pretty easy too. So we don't have a whole lot to people to buy for. We only buy for anybody that's like basically still in high school or younger. Any of the older people we do not buy for anymore. And that makes it nice too, because it was always so stressful trying to find things for everybody else, because you just never knew what people wanted, and then you end up buying stuff that you're just buying it to buy it, and then that just seems to defeat the purpose of Christmas, and it just wasn't any fun. So we have since decided only to purchase things for the kids, and our family is pretty small. Our extended family, I only have 2 cousins, and they only each have 1 kid, so that makes it a little easier as far as shopping and stuff goes, so we don't feel like we have to get a whole lot, and you know, it's more fun to watch the kids open the presents anyway. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on in our life. So now I'm just going to stick down this little guy here, and I think I'm going to put this right about there, and I'm going to trim this off now while it's still semi-easy to get it off. And I'm going to actually, the only thing bad about lace is it's sometimes hard to put adhesive on it because you don't want to rip it, but you want to make sure it gets on everywhere, and you don't want it to show through the other side and all that. So I think that's probably good. So I'm just going to trim this out. And then once I get done trimming this out, I'll put the rest of the embellishments and stuff on. And I'm going to keep this page really simple. I like the look of the chipboard bear. I've been wanting to use him. He's so adorable, and I just didn't find the right page, and I thought this was perfect. Like I said a couple minutes ago, I like that it goes with the stuffed animals and all the animal kind of theme that we have going on here. So I thought it worked perfectly. So I'm just going to get this string through, and I probably should have done this before I glued it down, but you know, it works. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is putting a staple in this. Let's see. I'm going to end up putting it like this. And I kind of want it to wrap around. How do I want that to look? Maybe like that. And I'm going to put a little staple just to kind of hold it in place. And it's just another piece of texture on the page. I think that looks nice. So I'm going to trim it. All right, I like that. And I'm going to use some liquid adhesive, I think. Yes, liquid adhesive for this little bear. And I'm trying to decide if I want to just put the 8 directly on the page, or if I want to pop it up with a little bit adhesive. With this bear being popped up, I may just want to keep it flat. So I will see what that looks like here in a second. So let me get this guy down. He's so cute. So I'm going to stick him as far over to the edge as I can so that the 8 fits in okay. So I'm going to glue that down and hold it there just for a couple seconds. This quick dry usually sticks pretty quickly, but with it being liquid and this chipboard being a little bit curvy, I have to hold it here for a second. All right, so now let's see. Yeah, I think I like how he's popped up, and I like how the 8 kind of is in the background a little bit more. So I think I'm just going to glue it straight down to the background and not put any foam adhesive on it. And this may be it. I'm not sure if I'm going to add anything else or not. I may just keep it just the way it is. Kind of fuzzy. Let's see. Like I said, I like earlier how it tucks in right there by his little head. And I think that looks nice. So push that down for a couple seconds. And then let me take a look at this and see if there's anything else I want to add. You know what? I think I am just going to call this one done. I really like how this turned out. I don't really think it needs any more. So I'm just going to say it's good. And I will, well, actually, wait, I had this one little thing here. Hold on. Oh, it didn't stay. Noel. You know what? This was stuck to my desk. It says Noel. I think I'm just going to use it just so I can get off my desk. The adhesive came off of it. I'm going to stick this down just as a little accent so I can get rid of it and say it's done so I don't have to see it there on my desk. Perfect. All right. I think I'm going to call it quits. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will be back with day 9 soon. Bye.